Me and Miss Lanigan here with you for another Wednesday demo installment. Now this one is going to be a little bit tricky, so we're going to see if it is a success or a fail. Make your choice now. What do you think will happen? You don't even know what we're doing yet, and you still got to pick.
I pick fail.
Oh, I'm going to go with it's going to work. I'm an optimist, and I'm just hoping it's going to work. So for this one, we're going to take some vinegar here. And if we look at vinegar, this is just distilled white vinegar. It's 5% acidity. If you've heard of an acid, vinegar is an acid on here. So we're going to use this bad boy here. You learn all about acids in the 8th grade, or maybe in high school a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and this completely full is, not liters. We're going to go with, I'm doing the science faux pas here and using the American system of cups.
No.
I know, but the recipe I found used it, so, you know.
You got to follow the recipe.
Gotta follow the recipe. All right, that is about 4 cups. We need 6. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. Nice, and do 2 more. Oh, I smell of vinegar. It's so gross.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I hate it. It is the worst smell.
Do you
to
not
me.
like vinegar on your chips when you have fish and chips?
I love it on my chips, but I can't stand the smell. I'm traumatized from my wife cleaning with vinegar, and I walk in and my whole house smells like it. It's very traumatizing.
Sorry.
Oh, Mrs. Corbett. All right, here we go. Now we need 5 tablespoons of some baking soda. And for that, we use this here. All right, we got a tablespoon, TBS, and here we go. So we're gonna do 5. So there's 1. And if you want to look at here as I'm adding it, so we got that normal reaction that happens. 2 with vinegar and baking soda.
This is how you make your volcanoes.
3, 4, and 5.
Smells like my salad.
So now we got 5.
There you go.
5 tablespoons of baking soda. Now what you guys see here is a chemical reaction. The gas being released is carbon dioxide gas. And the vinegar is reacting with the sodium bicarbonate, and it is forming another reaction. So the chemical reaction happening between the sodium bicarbonate and vinegar is leaving us with another chemical left in solution called sodium acetate. And a couple other little things in there that you might see floating because this was my camping wash pan. So we'll get rid of those. So now I'm just mixing it to make sure we have all the reaction happening. And then we're going to try to isolate that sodium acetate from the water. And when we do that, we're going to be forming some crystals. So this is going to be kind of a long process. So we're going to go ahead and let this continue to react. And then we're going to go put this on some fire here. It looks like it's still got it going.
So we have to cook it?
Oh, we got to cook it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Corbett.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, Miss Lanigan. So here we are, guys. Now we have our solution that we had just mixed up with our sodium carbonate and the vinegar. And now we need to get what's left in here now is sodium acetate. So we need to get as much water as we can out with just having just a little bit left. So to do that, we're going to use this propane heater outside. Get this thing going.
You know we're outside because of that bird that's making all of that noise.
That's right. The bird is excited to see what happens. And now we're going to sit here, and I imagine I'm going to take, Miss Lanigan, how long do you think until this boils off?
An hour?
An hour? Okay, I'm going to say 37 minutes.
What?
What do you guys think? Make your guess. Crystals for a different time. I'm going to set those right here. Okay. We've got crystals formed.
Yes, we did it. Crystals are formed.
Of vinegar to this. Right there. Put that in. Put it back in here. Okay. And now going to back into solution the best that we can. Okay. Now,
Stopped again. Say that again.
now we're gonna let it sit here and we're gonna wait an hour. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and go put this inside. That way, I think it's cooling off in here. Well, actually, no, we'll leave it right here. We'll leave it here. That's okay. All right.
All right.
All right, Hawks, we have got our sodium acetate solution. And if you remember, this was from the vinegar mixing with the sodium bicarbonate, the baking soda. And now we have this solution here. Now, in here, I now have ice cold isopropyl alcohol. Now, what this is going to serve to do is to remove any impurities that we want. The sodium acetate is not going to be as soluble, which means it's not going to.
Solubility is like when you pour salt or sugar into water and you stir it up and it disappears. It goes into solution into the water. That's the same type of solubility I'm talking about, only I'm using vinegar and sodium acetate.
Mix with this as well as other impurities in here. So our goal is to pour this into here, mix it up a little bit, and then we will drain off this alcohol, which in turn will then bring the impurities out with it, because kind of like, so the impurities will stick to this more. All right, here we go. Add in. It's cold. Okay. I'll do a little bit more here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up.
Stir it up.
Okay, good. I think this will still be okay. Good, good. Okay. We'll stir this up. Real good. And again, our goal for this with the rubbing alcohol is to get any impurities that might be left in there to dissolve in the alcohol. And then we will pour that out, leaving hopefully pure sodium acetate left over. Okay.
You're doing so well.
Thank you. You know, it's all in the wrist.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of people wonder, how do you stir so well, Mr. Corbett? And years of practice, lots of college training, but the real trick is in the wrist.
Let's see that technique again.
Check it out, guys.
Oh,
See the
yeah.
wrist
Look at
action
that.
there?
Look at that.
See, not too much, but just enough. It's all in the wrist.
That takes
It's all
A
in
lot
the
of
wrist.
practice.
Lots of practice, guys. That's a master's degree right there. Congratulations.
That's why Miss Lanigan isn't doing it.
As much as we can. Use this get a fresh spoon here.
We've been doing so many experiments that your sink is filled with all of our.
All right, Hawks. Here we go. Now our solution that had been mixed with sodium bicarbonate and vinegar, acetic acid, had created sodium acetate, and we had put this in here to hopefully create a pure solution. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour this out and see what happens. The power of science!